I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he's watching me. Welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rima Gospel Radio. There were 7 games on the diamond in the American League in Major League Baseball yesterday, as the Texas Rangers were manhandled by the Toronto Blue Jays 11-5. The Kansas City Royals defeated the Detroit Tigers 3-2, as Chris Getz's single in the 9th sealed the deal. The Baltimore Orioles shut out and whipped the New York Yankees 5-0, as Jake Arrieta lasted 8 innings and fanned 9. The Oakland A's got past the Boston Red Sox 4-2, while the Seattle Mariners lost by 1 run 5-4 to the Tampa Bay Rays, as James Shields notched his 5th win and struck out 11. The Cleveland Indians outswung the Chicago White Sox 6-3 with Carlos Santana's home run, and the Minnesota Twins were shut out and literally spanked by the LA Angels 9-0, as Jared Weaver tossed his first no-hitter of his career to wrap up scores in the American League. And for your scores in the National League, the New York Mets were simply befuddled by the Houston Astros 8-1, as Chris Johnson belched out 2 home runs. The LA Dodgers couldn't handle the Colorado Rockies and lost 8-5, as Jason Giambi belted a walk-off home run. The Milwaukee Brewers were shut out and annihilated by the San Diego Padres 5-0 with 2 RBIs from Jesus Guzman. The Arizona Diamondbacks were knocked off by the Washington Nationals 5-4, as Ian Desmond belted his 3rd homer of the season. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves scored a total of 28 runs in 11 innings, but it was the Braves getting the win 15-13 over the Phillies, as Chipper Jones hit a walk-off home run, while the Chicago Cubs beat the Cincinnati Reds 3-1 with Brian LaHare's 6th homer of the season. The Pittsburgh Pirates were plain old embarrassed by the defending champion St. Louis Cardinals 12-3 with 2 homers from Carlos Beltran. And the Miami Marlins needed 10 innings to knock off the San Francisco Giants 3-2, as Giancarlo Stanton's home run in the 10th capped the win. In sporting news, my lovely bride and I had the pleasure of witnessing the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats blasting the FAMU Rattlers in the annual Florida Classic last year in Orlando, Florida. But little did we know that 26-year-old Robert Champion, drum major for the Rattlers, was being hazed viciously in the parking lot of a local hotel on what was termed as Bus C later that night. Unfortunately, that hazing incident led to the passing of Champion, and charges were officially filed against 11 of 13 people responsible and will face felony hazing charges. According to State Attorney Lawson Lamar, a conviction for felony hazing could carry a 6-year prison sentence. In a feel-good sports story, former Rutgers defensive tackle Eric LeGrand was paralyzed after suffering fractures of his 2 vertebrae and a spinal cord injury during a game on October 16, 2010, was signed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a symbolic gesture. LeGrand's former coach, Greg Schiano, who is now the head coach of the Bucs, facilitated the signing, stated, quote, "This small gesture is the least we could do to recognize his character, spirit, and perseverance. The way Eric lives his life epitomizes what we are looking for in Buccaneer men." Close quote. Way to go, Bucs. For your quick news and notes, for the second segment, Phoenix Suns forward Channing Frye had surgery Wednesday on his right shoulder. The Red Sox have signed former star pitcher Mark Pryor to a minor league deal. After being released by the Washington Redskins, veteran wide receiver Jabbar Gaffney, whose career was revived in 2006 when he signed with the New England Patriots, is returning to the team, he told ESPN's Josina Anderson on Wednesday. The Big 12 has offered its commissioner's job to Stanford Athletic Director Bob Bowes, industry sources told ESPN.com on Wednesday night. And finally, Utah State and San Jose State will announce they are joining the Mountain West Conference for the 2013-14 season on Friday, multiple sources told ESPN.com on Wednesday. This sports segment was sponsored by Simple Church Ministry, where they are not the spectator sport we Christians call church. For more information on their philosophies and inner workings, please visit their website at simplechurchministry.org. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, CJSports.com, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at CJSports. Stay tuned for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a triumphant Thursday.